What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. On this channel, I go over key levels and catalysts that I'm focusing on, along with a watch list of stock tickers that I may trade. In this video, I'll be going over my watch list for the trading week of January 16th, 2023. Let's get to it. Alright, first up, the catalyst. The market will be closed on Monday to celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. We appreciate you, sir. On Wednesday, we'll get the U.S. retail sales for December and the producer price index for December. And on Thursday, we'll get the building permits, the housing starts, and the Philadelphia Fed's manufacturing index. Now, we may get an initial reaction from the PPI and the retail sales, but I'm really not going to focus on any of these. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's earnings calendar. Okay, so this week we're continuing earnings season with a focus on financial institutions. Congrats to those of you who played JP Morgan from last week's list. This week, I'll be focusing on Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and Netflix. Let's go ahead and get started with the watch list. Alright, first up, the SPY, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. Now we're starting with the weekly chart just to show you that we're still in a downtrend since the beginning of the year. We tested it quite a few times, but every time it hits this trend line, it gets rejected, and we're just about there again. So let's go ahead and move down to the 1 hour chart, zoom in, and take a look at the levels I'm watching this week. Now right now the SPY is sitting at 398.50. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold 396.50. If it can, the first level I'm looking for it to test is around $400. Now if we break through 400, the first level I'm looking for it to test after that is going to be 404. And if we can get through that, we don't have much resistance all the way up to around $414. Now the bear side, if the SPY cannot hold 396.50, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 393.50. If it can't hold that, 392, and if it can't hold that, around 389.50. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. Now notice this consolidation range right here between August and November of 2020. Now when it came down and tested this range again in December of 2022, to me, it seems like these buyers weren't interested in holding the stock up in this range and it fell beneath it. Now we're just about to test this range again. Now, if these buyers are still around, they could possibly run this stock right back up to around $154.50. All right, now this may not happen immediately, but just go ahead and keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and move down to the 1 hour chart and take a look at this week's levels. Now, right now, Tesla is sitting at $122.50. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold 122.50. If it can hold that, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 127.25. If it can get in this range again, the next level that I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 138.50. All right. Now the bear side, if Tesla cannot hold 122.50, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be 120.50. If it can't hold that, drop all the way down to around $115, $116. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Costco, ticker symbol COST, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. Now going back to June of 2022, Costco's been ranging between $450 and $563. And if you look at the last few weeks, 1, 2, 3 weeks, it had a nice bounce or hold of this $450 level. Now with Costco sitting at $485 right now, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold 483. If it can, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around 504. If we can get through that, all the way up to around $537. Now on the bear side, if Costco cannot hold $483, I'm looking for it to test this strong support right here around $450. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. Up next is Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. Now I'm starting with the weekly chart to show you a couple of areas that I'm watching. One that's acting as support and another one that could be possible resistance. Now the support area is started back in April of 2020. You can see it consolidated in this range for a while and recently has acted as support here and here. Now the area that I'm watching as possible resistance starts around $72.50. So you can see a lot of support here, support, and then possible resistance right around this area. Now this chart is kind of tight here, so I'm going to go ahead and move down to the 1 hour time frame so you can see these levels a lot clearer. Now right now AMD is sitting at $71. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold $71. If it can, the first level I'm looking for it to test is the bottom of this prior support area that I showed you around $72.50. If it can get above that, up to around $75. If it can get above that, all the way up to around $77.50. Now on the bear side, if AMD cannot hold $71, I'm looking for it to possibly drop all the way down to around $64. Now we may have some struggles in this area between $66.50 and $67.50 in this area right here, but it could possibly drop all the way down to around $64. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one I want to look at is Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. The company reports earnings after the market closes on Thursday, and right now we're sitting around $333. Now we all know Netflix can produce some nice paydays during earnings, and I'm ready for it once again. And the area that I'm going to be focusing on is between $255 and $385. Now the $385 level that I marked here is because of this prior resistance, and resistance. All right. Now, like I said, Netflix is sitting around $333. In order for me to consider it bullish, it has to hold $333. And if it can, I'm looking for it to run all the way up to around $385. Now on the bear side, if Netflix can't hold $333, the first level I'm looking for it to test is going to be around $295. If it can't hold that, all the way down to around $255. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you found value, smash that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Now I set up a website at blazestocks.com where I will be posting my videos along with the transcripts. I also plan on adding some tutorials this year, so stay tuned for that. Now here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.